Hi, I'm Adam, and this is a review of the user investigation I did for my app. First, I'd like to just show you what my app actually is. So, this app is called Meetup. This lets people look for groups, local to them and join events. So, if I was interested in yoga in Sydney, I could click into this group, and they will have a description, members that are part of this group, and then they'll have events. So if I'm interested in this particular event, I can click into it, and it will show me sort of where and when it's going to be, and a bit of a description and how many people are attending. My app is similar to this. It will let people join online communities. It's about connecting people with online groups that they're interested in. So if you wanted to join a group about animation, you could search for animation, and maybe some group would pop up that you could then join, and then they would have online events. And here's our Discord server, and we're doing a Twitch stream conference at this time. So it's similar to Meetup, but it's entirely online. You'll be able to message members and join groups and join events and stuff like that. This is how I did my investigation. It was interview style with a couple of people. This piece of paper represents about an hour and a half of discussion, where I basically went through and I described what my app was, and then I asked the following questions. Do you use the internet to find online communities? Do you want to connect with people of a similar interests? What do you think would be the advantage of connecting with active communities with an interest you hold? What is holding you back from interacting with these types of communities? So this was a contextual question where Matthew said that he is interested in connecting with online communities, but he currently doesn't. What do you think your friends and family would say was an advantage and disadvantage about using an online service to find online groups? If you started using this service, how would you encourage friends and family to join you in using it? The red here is my comments, and then these arrows are my questions, and then obviously M is Matthew. So one thing he did say was he was concerned about the privacy aspect, whether or not to use real names or usernames, that sort of thing. And then that's the last page of it. Matthew was the complier. He would be more likely to use an app for this purpose, but doesn't currently. And then I also interviewed Justin, and he was asked the same questions. He was stated as the non-complier. He doesn't join online groups, and he's never really had an interest. But through our discussions, it turns out he may actually have an interest in using a service like this after all. So from these interviews and a few informal discussions after the fact, I came up with this prototype. So I'll just walk you through this. The prototype in purple was my initial shot at it, and then the red marks here are points that either Justin or Matthew made how the interface itself could be improved. This is a login screen. You click the sign in button and it will take you, the sign up button, and it will take you to this page to sign up. Login button will take you back, so these two can flick back and forth essentially. As soon as you click login or sign up, it will take you to the app screen. So initially this was going to be a list of featured groups through discussions with and my user investigation, showing them this prototype. This is now changed to groups that you've joined. This symbol here, which was meant to open a settings page, is not a standard symbol, and they didn't know what that meant when I showed them this interface. There was also no way to view a calendar of your events on this interface. So that's what this is. If you click that, it will take you to a calendar of your upcoming events. This messaging icon here is person-to-person messages, so you can message people directly that are in groups that you are also in. They have to be linked to you through a mutual group. This is a profile icon, so if you click this, it will take you to a profile settings where you can upload a picture and details or that sort of thing. Now, one of my users suggested that I have notifications. So if this was like a photography group and now there's an upcoming event for next Tuesday and they've posted an event, you'll get a notification there. This button will appear on every page except for the sign up and login, and it will always take you back to this page. And you find new groups through this search bar. So clicking the settings button will take you to a slide out drawer of settings where you can adjust the app specific settings, your profile settings. You can start a group from here, and you can also sign out of the account. Clicking anywhere in this blurred area here will close this drawer back to whatever page you're already on. So say, for example, you clicked in there, click. It will take you to this page. This is a group page where the group can define their hero image. They'll also have an indication of how many members are there, group name, and they will have just the next event if you're not joined. So you'll have one event. Now there was no join button here, so that's what this is. So if you joined this event, this is now a scrollable list of events after this next one, and maybe previous events, things of that nature. Now say you haven't joined this group and you click this, it will prompt you to join this group if you're interested. If you are joined, then you click anywhere on the description of the next event, it will take you to this page, and this is the event specific page. Who's attending, the event name, the time, the date, the description, and then links to the meet. So this might be a Discord link, maybe they have a Slack chat link, and they have a Twitch stream. To join this event, you must be part of the group. At the moment, there is no privacy locking, so if you wanted to join the group here, you have to be approved by an admin. Anyone can join any group anytime. So that's probably something that might have to be changed. If you just wanted something for you and your friends, you'd want some approval process there. The first cut was drawn up, and I went to my users and they gave me the feedback that they gave me, and then from that this prototype was made. Okay, so the profile pictures have been removed from the sign up and login because you don't have one. There's no settings or calendar or anything. It's just login, sign up, and the same will apply. So click here and you come into your app screen. So these are all the groups that you're a part of, and clicking any group will take you to the group page. The notifications are in, the calendar is there, the settings got moved up to here, and the profile picture button got moved down to here. I've also added notifications on messages when you get a new one, and then the green is like a clickable area. So if you click this, it takes you to a group. If you click that, it takes you to a profile settings page. Click that, it takes you to a calendar. Click here, it will always take you here on every screen. Clicking that, clicking here will give you your messages, and there this button will open up your settings drawer. So that's the settings drawer. It's basically the same with the icons moved around, and clicking here will close that drawer. So this is the layout for the groups. It's basically the same with the join button there. So Matthew actually suggested that if he knows people that are also in the group, maybe linked through other groups, or there's some sort of friend system where you can add people as friends, maybe you've texted them before, it will tell you have 5 friends in this group. So you got 15 members total, and then 5 friends are in this group. So if you click into a group, clicking each link will take you to that app specific link. So maybe this is a Discord link, and you click that and it'll open the Discord application. Click that, it's a Slack one, and take you to the Slack, and so forth. The join button's been moved up, so it's sort of quite obvious that you're not joining the links, you're joining the group. The icons are the same. Clicking this will take you right back to the home screen all the time. Messages, calendar. So this is my prototype. I think that's all I've got. So contextual inquiry, interviewing. So my user investigation was interview style on both counts, where I did the initial investigation and the prototype investigation as well. So the most important part for my app is still the making of a profile, making of groups, and adding of groups, and joining groups. So a user must be able to search for a group and join it, and then you must be also able to make a group and have people join that, and post events. So the first thing I'll try and build in my app will be the interface part and the actual making of groups. There's no point making a profile and trying to join groups if there's no groups that that isn't implemented yet. So the groups will be the first thing I'll implement, and then after that it will be the user side, where users can make groups and users can join groups. Advice wise, if you have any comments or questions on my design, or what you think should be in the design, that would be great. I don't really want to add anything to this home screen here. It's already pretty busy as it is. Sort of things are in standard places, and I've kept most icons into the corners because you don't tend to touch the corners of your phone unless you're trying to touch an icon. So the main working area of the app is in this square here. So yeah, any sort of advice or comments on what you think of the interface or how the app sort of interacts would be great. I think that's about it. Thanks.